A U.S. state senator declares that he will challenge Joe Biden's electoral win in the 2020 presidential election, joining others in challenging the results. It would seem that the Republicans fully intend to contest the election to the bitter end. Hello everyone, this is Mr. Obvious, and today on the internet we have to talk about Alabama State Senator Tommy Tuberville.
We got to grab a hold and hold on. We have no choice. Listen to me now. We have no choice but to win this election. They're going to try to steal it. They're going to try to buy it. They're going to do everything they can, lie, cheat, steal to win this election, like they did in the presidential election. We're going to get that all corrected. I'm going to tell you, don't give up on it.
Here on Twitter with Lauren Winsnor. Breaking, defying McConnell. Senator-elect Tuberville suggests he will challenge the Electoral College while stumping in Georgia. Now, we have a lot to talk about today, folks. We're going to talk about Tuberville and what he's suggesting, that he's going to back this cause to fight for Trump. But we're also going to talk about what may be the largest cyber attack in U.S. history you've probably heard. But what you probably haven't heard is that they breached our nuclear arsenals. We may be facing Armageddon. Now we're going to jump right into this, folks, but before we do, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell button for notifications for more content. And if you like this video, please consider giving it a share. And now a quick word from our sponsor. Introducing Battle Games Book 1. Taking place in 2090, after the War of Billions, people in the future fight gladiator-style sci-fi battles. The battle games are a professional sport. The weapons are designed to stun, not kill. The story focuses on the drama between the teams and their path to victory. If you're interested in science fiction, it's got it all, folks. Check out this book today by clicking on the link down below. And we're back. So let's play the following clip.
Are you going to fight to make this election right?
Pardon?
Are you going to fight to make this election right?
We're going to fight hard.
What can y'all do on January 6th? Madison said y'all had tricks up your sleeve.
We're going to run to it at the airport. We got to
Just wait. Well, you see what's coming. You've been reading about it in the House.
The Democrats are not going to.
And we're going to have to do it in the Senate.
So, was everything he was saying hot air? Maybe. Maybe he was just playing up to his base. We're going to fight. We're going to stop the steal. We're going to fight it hard in the Senate. But are they actually going to? I don't know. There are major unanswered questions about the validity of this election, about accusations of major procedural violations. Violations of the Constitution, violations of the law, and most of all, allegations of fraudulent action. We have thousands of sworn affidavits, footage, actual footage, video evidence, and all of this. The evidence is not being examined by the court, and in the words of a Newsmax spokesperson, I believe he said, "Our evidence has not been disproven, just ignored." The moment that a single case goes to court, and this is what people have been saying, it will prove that the evidence is true. And this is my biggest problem with Democrats and liberals saying that there is no evidence. There's no evidence of fraud, no evidence of constitutional violations. It's all legal, it's all good. Don't look behind the curtain, folks. Nothing to see here. And yet, at every single turn, it turns out that no, there actually is something behind the curtain. So when Senator Tommy Tuberville says he's going to challenge Joe Biden's Electoral College vote, I hope that he actually has the cojones to do so. According to Newsmax, who reported on this story, we also have other people. For example, Alabama Representative Mo Brooks has pledged to use the Electoral Count Act of 1877 to challenge the electoral votes when Congress meets to certify the election results on January 6th. For Brooks, to be successful, he needs at least one member of the Senate to also contest the results. If that happens, the law requires that both chambers to each hold a 2-hour debate and then vote on whether to approve or deny the objection. For the process to move forward, both chambers must agree to approve the objection in order to throw out contested electoral votes. To do so, each member of Congress, regardless of party, will formally vote on accepting or rejecting the dispute. Folks, man, what a play! What an absolute insane play this would be. Because we definitely have a contested election and contested results in more than 4 states. About 7 states basically said the GOP in those states were like, hey, we don't trust the results of this election. We got all this evidence and we've got all these allegations of fraud and we want it to go to court. We want an investigation. We want to examine the machines. Are they getting a fair day in court? They have not. And as the Newsmax person said, their evidence has never been disproven, only ignored. And until the courts look at this, we will never have an answer, and America will not be happy. You got 70 million people who voted for Trump, and boy, oh boy, if you betray them and stab them in the back, I don't know what these politicians are expecting. You think people are just going to ignore it? You think that just because for years conservatives were kind of, I don't know, like milquetoast, weak, cowardly? No. Everybody has their limit. And I think the limit for a lot of Americans, not just conservatives, is the fact that the Democrats have absolutely destroyed the U.S. economy by closing down small businesses, initiating lockdowns, and not even following their own rules. So yes, I love this news. Challenge those results. You have a legal right to. It will go to a vote. We have a process. If we use it, we can actually see some justice. Now I want to talk about our other major news story. Here on Politico, they report, exclusive, a nuclear weapons agency has been breached amid a massive cyber onslaught. Hackers access systems at the National Nuclear Security Administration, which maintains the U.S. nuclear weapons stockpile. Folks, this hack is a big deal. Why is it that for the past week, this news came out that there was a massive cyber attack on U.S. soil? For more than 7 months, they have had access to our systems, they've had backdoors, and they have penetrated with deep access. Basically, we can't get rid of them. They're in so deep, it's like pulling out, I don't know, what's hard to pull out? Big, massive cut. Silence you. Whatever the case may be. No, this is really bad. They've hacked our nuclear agencies. A nuclear weapons agency. And I'm not just saying this because, nuclear access may be compromised. That's not why I'm saying it. I'm saying it because the DOJ, including many government agencies, all use the same software and the same services that were breached, including a company called SolarWinds. Do you know who else used SolarWinds? Dominion. Now, if the media or a journalist comes out and says, Dominion doesn't use SolarWinds and never have. They said so in a press release. Oh, really? They said so. The guy that you caught who's covered in blood holding a knife over a body on a crime scene, this is hypothetical, says, I did not do it. I just picked up the knife and I got some blood on me, but I was not the murderer. And then the media and the journalists are like, oh, totally, dude. You're not the murderer. We're gonna go somewhere else. That's exactly what's happening. Dominion was caught red-handed, and I can prove it. I'm gonna show you folks, it's gonna blow your mind. So if you look at a screenshot of the following Twitter post, you have Ron CodeMonkeyZ. He says, Dominion deleted the reference to SolarWinds from their website, but we have an archive still. Now you see it, now you don't. And he posts a link to a web.archive.org, showing that Dominion did indeed have the logo for SolarWinds on their website. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is not enough evidence to prove that Dominion voting machines used SolarWinds, which was hacked in the biggest cyber attack in U.S. history. Well, actually, I have proof. More proof. Corroborating evidence. Here on the Donald.win, I want you to take a look at the following post. It says, Dominion CEO states in a Michigan hearing that Dominion has never used SolarWind. Pro tip, if you're going to remove the SolarWinds logo from your website, make sure that you remove it from the source code. Here you can see a screenshot of the Dominion voting, and then if you look at the code here, inspect element, you can see an old reference to the SolarWinds logo. www.solarwinds.com. You literally cannot make this up. So here on Politico, they say, the Energy Department and the National Nuclear Security Administration, which maintains the U.S. nuclear weapons stockpile, have evidence that hackers accessed their networks as part of an extensive espionage operation that has affected at least half a dozen federal agencies, officials directly familiar with the matter said. Folks, this could literally trigger Armageddon. Federal investigators have also been combing through networks in recent days to determine what hackers had been able to access and/or steal, and officials at DOE still don't know whether the attackers were able to access anything at all. A lot of speculation at this point. We don't have full information. Some people are claiming that, oh, it's Russia. The Daily Mail even says Russian hackers breached Microsoft as part of their campaign that infiltrated the U.S. nuclear weapons stockpile network. Maybe. I don't know. I've heard that it could be Russia, Iran, and most of all China. I mean, Nancy Pelosi said it herself. She literally said that China would love Joe Biden as president. But that, my friends, is pretty much the story. Maybe it's because of the climate that we're in, but there's a lot of rumors going around. You know, there's rumors that Trump said he's going to refuse to leave the White House. Not sure if I believe that. There's even someone who spoke recently who said that, oh, a staffer overheard Justice Roberts saying, I don't care about Bush v. Gore. We didn't have riots at the time, which would be horrible if true. I don't think it's true. The evidence does not support that it's true. The Supreme Court has not met in person in a very long time. Because of COVID. At least I hope so. Because if those... I don't even want to get into it, folks. I have no patience for spineless cowards who refuse to honor and protect the Constitution. But that, my friends, is merely the obvious. Well, that's all for now, folks. What do you think about this story? Let me know down below in the comment section. As always, support the channel by joining me on Patreon or Subscribestar. I am funded by viewers like you. Sharing the video is probably one of the best things you can do for the channel. We're living in a dark age, folks. Channels are being purged left and right. I've had a lot of people say that their accounts have been banned. And these are people who just comment on videos. It is insane. You know, I saw a screenshot the other day that said, oh, your account has been deleted for harmful and hurtful comments or something like that. They're banning people for comments now? Are you kidding me? It's really sad where we're at right now. Massive censorship, massive corruption. Share this content, folks. We're the last vanguard, the last warriors carrying the light amid the darkness. They want to say that democracy dies in darkness, that our democracy is in danger. It is in danger. They are the danger. But that's merely, once again, the obvious.